You know, Steve Jobs once said that if you design a tablet that needs a stylus, you have failed. What he didn't mind, though, was keyboards. And even though Android tablets, iPads, and Microsoft Surface devices all have software keyboards built in, the popularity of external keyboards has never been higher. And I think the big reason is that it turns tablets from consumption devices into input devices. And the keyboard-tablet combo is so popular that ASUS has made a business out of it with their popular Transformer line. The question is, how does their latest entry, the Transformer Infinity, shape up against the incumbent? An iPad with a third-party keyboard cover like this one from Logitech. And new to the fight is the Microsoft Surface, and I've been waiting a while for this one. It's a brand new contender, but the inclusion of a keyboard and a trackpad in both of the available covers says that Microsoft is serious about being a player in this space. So let's start with the big daddy. The iPad has been a big hit. It's estimated that Apple has over 70% of the market with its current offerings, the iPad 2, the 4th generation iPad, and of course the new iPad mini. And today we're pairing it up with a Logitech keyboard case designed by Zag. It's a powerful combo. The iPad sits securely in the case when it's not in use and wakes up when you open it up. There's a strong stand that holds it in both landscape and portrait mode, and it's stable enough to use on soft surfaces like your lap in bed or when you're in a chair. Try to shake it out and, well, you can see that it's got a firm grip. The keyboard here uses island-style keys, just like Apple's MacBook, and it connects using Bluetooth. I like that there's a dedicated on-off button for the keyboard so you can conserve power when it's not in use. Now let's do a quick typing test. The keys are responsive and there's very little lag despite the wireless connection. On the flip side, we've got the Transformer Infinity from ASUS. Now this is an all-in-one package with a twist. The optional keyboard protects the screen and comes off when you don't need it. That means you've got a fully functional netbook-style device when it's attached and a tablet when it's not. The cool thing about the keyboard here is that it adds a USB port when it's connected, making an already full-featured tablet even better. And the Transformer Infinity isn't a slowpoke either. It's got a quad-core NVIDIA Tegra 3 processor inside, which, while not as fast as the 4th generation iPad, smokes most of its Android competitors. And you might think that means it'll eat through battery life, but the keyboard also comes with its own battery, which is really cool. It extends the battery life up to 14 hours, blowing away most of the competition. The ace in the hole for the Transformer is the touchpad on the keyboard, turning the device into a mini laptop. It's a pretty cool feature, but a lot of apps still need touch input, so your mileage may vary. A quick test shows that the keyboard is just as responsive as the Logitech on the iPad, if not more so due to its direct connection. And it's a tighter package when folded up. The addition of the extra battery makes this combo great for Android lovers who need all-day performance. And the newest contender is the Microsoft Surface. This marks the first time that Microsoft has stepped into the ring with its partners to make everything from the software to hardware to accessories. I get the feeling that they're tired of seeing Apple's and Google's hardware successes, and they're eager to show their partners how it's done. Running Windows 8, the Surface is definitely a well put together package. And there are two types of keyboard covers available. A foldable version with soft touch keys and a more rigid case-style cover with island-style keys. Both keyboard covers have a trackpad to get around, which is handy because this version of Surface runs Windows RT, a modified version of Windows 8 that is optimized for touch, but still takes advantage of the keyboard and trackpad support. The device itself has a kickstand, so it's easy to use, and the cover folds back over when you don't need it. And here's a little surprise. Because these keyboards use technology from Microsoft's gaming line, you can actually hit all the keys at once and they'll all send the signal through. That's called N-key rollover, and you won't find that in any other tablet keyboard. That said, the Surface with keyboard is impractical for use on your lap because it's softer. The final verdict is that for straight-up typing, the Transformer has the best, most reliable keyboard, while Surface breaks new ground with the most natural use of a trackpad. But let's face it, most consumers are still buying iPads, so while the Logitech keyboard case isn't as elegant as the Transformer dock or the Surface keyboard case, it does offer some serious protection for your device. And whichever option you choose, the fact is that if you're doing a lot of typing, an external keyboard is a must-have.
Gotta get connected.